Hey, what's up? It's Brian Soscia, of course, at TheBriansScia on Twitter. You can also find me on Instagram, Soscia, Soscia Network. I'm up there as well, Facebook, all that good stuff. But, we normally talk about wrestling, which is the king of sports. I love wrestling. Pro wrestling is one of my favorite things. But a lot of wrestling fans I find like boxing, as do I. And, of course, tonight, not just a boxing match, but I call it a pop culture event. A lot of people talking about it. It's been dubbed the fight of the century. It's a fight that, if you look at it, has been years in the making, and the boxing fans thought, honestly, might never happen. But it looks like it's here, and it's putting the world's focus to boxing. As I was just saying, you got Floyd Mayweather taking on Manny Pacquiao, and, it's finally happening. They're stepping in the ring for the showdown that has fans, casual fans, celebrities. Everybody's going to come out of the woodwork for this. You'll see. It's going to be huge. Perhaps the fight is, people are saying, truly a few years too late. I've heard those complaints. There's always going to be complaints. I don't think it's felt that way yet. I think the buzz around it in Vegas is huge. Even probably wherever you're watching or wherever you're at, it's big. It's being talked about everywhere, on the radio, television, internet. It's all over. Now, the event, of course, is expected to break every record there is. I'm talking about from the gate standpoint, the box office, probably merchandise to a point, at home on pay-per-view. They're charging like $100 to watch it. I mean, that's probably the highest priced pay-per-view I've ever seen. And, of course, you go to your local restaurants and bars and stuff to carry it. They're going to make a lot of money, too. We'll get to that in a couple minutes, but it's the biggest event of the year by far. Matter of fact, I'd say it's the biggest event in the last several years with boxing, and perhaps boxing's last true, big-time, big-feel event for the foreseeable future. Not forever, although it could be, but for the foreseeable future. I mean, boxing is not where it used to be. Let's be honest about that. And I know I love the big fight feel when you're getting all jacked up for the big fight. It's like the big game if you like other sports. There's nothing like a big fight feel. That's just my opinion. And the claim right now is that the advance of the pay-per-view for the orders, the advance for Saturday's Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight, or tonight I should say, it's the strongest it's been in the history of pay-per-view, to the point where they're actually asking people to order the event today in case there are problems later on tonight with the companies who won't be able to handle all the volume of orders, because there's going to be a lot coming in tonight for the big fight. From what I'm hearing now, the plan is for the show to start at 9, and for the main event to start at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, which is weird because usually boxing main events start around midnight-ish. That's usually when it happens, but it's an hour earlier. I'll take that. We're getting a little older here. Jim Lampley, Al Bernstein, and Roy Jones Jr., they look to be the lead announcers for tonight, which I have no problem with that. I love me some Lampley. He makes me laugh. And it'll be fun to watch, and they can always add to it if there's a good announcer. That goes with most sports. I have heard some ridiculous numbers for scalper prices for not just the fight, but for the weigh-ins. They were going for like $200 in some cases to go to a weigh-in. That's how big this is. One person was telling me that they purchased 3 tickets for $1 million for the fight. That's like $333,000 and change per ticket. $333,000 per ticket. I mean, a little more than that, but $1 million for 3 tickets. I read about that. That's crazy. And there's another guy, he was saying that he saw one for $250,000 a ticket on the secondary market. And in Vegas alone, there's probably about like 50,000 closed circuit tickets available, and they've all been sold out. $150 each. See what I'm saying? Big money with this fight. Now, if you look at the general rule for bar pricing to air a fight, they actually have to pay a certain amount to air the fight. They don't just put it on and tell you to come and make you pay money. They have to pay, I think, like the provider, pay for the rights. And the general rule from what I've heard is about $30 per person, based on the capacity of the bar, of course. And one bar owner was saying that the price that they were quoted for the fight was $3,900, $3,900 for their 49-seat venue bar, which, of course, they turned down. A lot of bars have been turning that down, that price. Maybe someone choose to do the illegal route and hope not to get caught, but you got to think they're going to have people on the internet, visiting bars, trying to catch people that are doing this, because you can get arrested for that. The same person also noted that not only did they turn it down, but they were paying about $360 for standard definition and about $460 for HD for WWE shows until WWE went on the network and then dropped them from doing that. So, I mean, again, prices are high, and you see what that's comparable to, the closest thing we can find other than MMA for those numbers. It's not just big here. It's going to be bigger than just the United States. I'd say around the world. I mean, I can tell you this. For those in Canada, there are places carrying the show, and I believe there is a website that lists them. I think it's, if you go to CanadaStarBoxing.com, CanadaStarBoxing.com, it will give you a list of the places that are carrying the show. Just a little searching on their website. So that's the long and short of it, man. Big fight tonight. Again, a big fight feel. Finally here, years in the making. Everyone wanted to see it. You know, you got Manny Pacquiao, and you got, of course, Floyd Money Mayweather, and it's going to be a fun fight. I hope it's a great fight because I do want the world to see what boxing has to offer, and tonight should be a beautiful night for boxing. I hope there's no foul play or any black eyes, pardon the pun, on the sport, because that can leave a sour taste in some people's mouth. People paying a lot of money for this. I really hope it's a good fight, and I hope they provide. And, I just want to see these two go at it, as we all do. It's been years in the making, and we're finally here tonight, the big fight. If you haven't seen the build-up to it, they did an excellent, it's not 24/7 like they normally do, but they did an excellent, I guess there's about 4 or 5 episodes I saw, a whole recap, and they're interviewing everybody, telling you what they're doing to get ready. So definitely check that out as you're getting ready for the fight. I think it'll make it a little more interesting because, let's be honest, Floyd Money Mayweather, the guy is a great heel. He knows what he's doing. Maybe he's a little jerky in real life. From what I've seen, when the cameras are off, Floyd has always been cool, to me, respectful. So maybe it's partially an actor, like they say, just him with the volume turned up a little bit. But hey, I'll tell you, it sells tickets. Guy knows what he's doing. Manny Pacquiao, the guy's singing his own entrance theme, which I don't know if you've heard it yet. He, I think, wrote it and sung it with some popular singer, and it's like interesting. It's in his native language, but it's kind of like, I feel like it's a ballad or something, but it's not. It's him singing about how much, I guess, boxing and the fans mean to him. So he's doing his own song. That should be interesting. And I heard a rumor that I think it's Mayweather might be coming out with Justin Bieber. So again, this has become a pop culture event. It's transcending boxing. People are like, oh, why is he walking out with Justin Bieber? Let me break it down for you. The long and short of this is, they might be friends, who knows. If you've noticed, a lot of celebrities hang out with Bieber. They've been doing that for years. Older celebrities like Usher and Puff Daddy were hanging out with the kid when he was like 16, which I thought was weird. He's a little older now. I don't think they're real friends. I don't know if they even know that, but I don't think they are. I think that these guys and their people see Bieber as a way to open up, whoever they're hanging out with, in this case, Money Mayweather, to a new fan base. Get some extra pay-per-view buys. Get some people liking Floyd, because if you associate with Bieber, his fans are loyal, and they're going to love you just for saying his name properly and saying that you love him. So that's probably why he's with Bieber, and I guess that adds for the older fans, it adds the annoyingness, heel-like factor to his character. I'm just hoping if nothing else happens, we pay the $100 for the pay-per-view, for all the money everyone's paying. Let's just hope if Bieber really is in Mayweather's corner, that somehow, some way, I don't care who does it, hopefully Pacquiao or hopefully both of them by accident, they knock Bieber out. That's my hope for this fight, and that'll make me happy, that little punk. Now all the believers hate me. Enjoy the show tonight. Again, Mayweather versus Pacquiao. It's finally here. It's history in the making. And I can say, if you miss this fight, it'll be a regret. As they say, you'll never forget. Brian Soscia signing off. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for listening. As always, more wrestling exclusives, sometimes boxing exclusives. Just go to Beneath the Mat. That's all one word. BENEATHEMATDOTCOM. So beneaththemat.com, all spell it out, all one word, all kinds of wrestling exclusives. Of course, Twitter at the TheBrianSoscia. Let me know what you think about the fight. Talk wrestling, boxing, whatever. Look forward to hearing from you. Everybody enjoy tonight, and we'll catch up soon.